So I'm gonna go to you, Jose. What's top of mind for you right now, and sort of root us in 2015? What should we be thinking about in this realm for you?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I look around the room, and just based on the conversations that I had yesterday with some of you here, and what I heard on the panels, and one thing that strikes me is that most of the folks here, and I think the food movement in general, are concerned, number one, with changing the food system, right? And I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but how many of you here think we should grow our own food? We ourselves
Not all of
should
it.
grow
Some
of our food. How many of you do grow your own food? All right. And how many of you think you should grow more of our own food? All right. That's great. But yes, we can't grow all of our own food, number one. Number two, we have a humongous food system that's already in place that's not going to go away wishing it away, and it's not going to go away by us just growing our own food. Even if everybody grows their own food between now and 20 years from now, there's still going to be a Monsanto, there's still going to be a Walmart, there's still going to be... So we need to do something on both ends. And I don't think the two things are mutually exclusive or contrary. I think we do need to continue to build the kind of food system we want to see, that's growing our own food, that's developing our own internal systems, economical systems that we're trading with each other, et cetera. But we also need to recognize what Valdemar is talking about. There are corporations out there who are making a lot of money on the sweat and exploitation of human beings. And the food they're growing isn't that good, right? It's destroying our health, and it's destroying our environment. And so we created the Food Chain Workers Alliance, and I say we because I was at ROC at the time that we did this, right? But ROC and a few other organizations got together and said, there's this ongoing discourse around food, and people are thinking about it in terms of health. What does food do to the individual? They're thinking about it in terms of environment. What does health do to our environment? And what does food do to access and agriculture? But there's no labor in that, right? And so we decided to form the Food Chain Workers Alliance as a coalition of food worker organizations to insert labor into that conversation.
Is it an activist solution in terms of work with the big companies?
It's and
is
both.
it a engagement? I mean, they're not mutually exclusive either.
Right.
How are you thinking about it right now in terms of lots of companies have their sustainability initiatives, they're out there helping mango workers, genuinely trying to make a difference? Where do you fit?
It's and both. I mean, it really is a matter of understanding what the company is really trying to do. Chipotle, for instance, is a great example of a company that's really doing the right thing.
Right.
They're really living through their values in the market. There's other companies that claim such such devotion to justice, but they are not in the same category as Chipotle, right? And so for us, it's a matter of moving those folks, right? And we've been using this acronym HEAL, right? It's health, environment, agriculture, and labor. It's all four of those things that make a food system what we want the food system to be.